Happy Tuesday morning, May 18th, 2021. To God be the glory for yet another beautiful, wonderful day. I just thought about it. If my parents were still alive, they would be celebrating their wedding anniversary 2 months from now. And 1956 is when they got married. So what is that, 65 years? I think so. Wow. But they're in glory, and we are left here to do the work of the Lord that they started, and their ancestors began and started. So we have the baton, we have the mantle, just like Elijah passed the right to Elisha. And we're in 2Kings4, and this is such an important chapter. I remember, was it maybe 12 years ago, when the Lord put a song in my heart that dealt with the Shunammite woman, and I know you know the words. I was looking for the CD from some time ago. It said, when the Shunammite woman faced the loss of her son, she made the choice proclaiming victory won. Do you remember the rest?
Proceeding, saying all is well, she believed.
Proceeding, saying all is well, she believed. If we listen, he'll teach us what to speak. Out of your mouth shall come blessings. Out of your tongue, out of your lips proceed words of life. Out from your tongue will come healing. From the words of my mouth, I'll speak faith into sight. Out of my mouth, I'll speak not death, but life. And in the background, we have Toby Mack, SpeakLife. Oh my goodness, there's such power. Well, something about this story. We know that Elisha, Gehazi, they were called to help the son, the Shunammite woman, because he died in her arms. Because the dad was like, look, he's having a headache out in the field, and he just told her to just be with him. And she didn't even tell her husband. She placed the corpse upstairs, in a bedroom that they built for Elisha when he would come in town. And we know the story that she went and she was like, all is well, but drive forward, stay focused. Listen, if you have a dead situation, listen, please. If it's a child who is wayward, I was looking at the news yesterday, and we're not even in summertime. And for there to have been 46 shootings. And we understand this is post-pandemic violence, but there is an epidemic also because we're eating death. We're digesting death, whether it's physically, mentally, with every way, spiritually, emotionally. So what are we to do if we have some dead situations that are very drastic? In verse 21 of 2Kings4, it says, she went up and laid him on the bed of the man of God and shut the door upon him and went out. We got to go up. We got to have our prayers go up. And then you lay that situation down. Just like she put her son to the bed, you got to lay that situation down once you have given it to the Lord. Because he's going to show you, he's going to tell you what to do next. And then it says in verse 22, that's why I'm coming from running. I said, I got to run every day again. It says that she called unto her husband and said, send me, I pray thee, one of the young men and one of the asses, that I may run to the man of God and come again. Now I know that they traveled, horses and whatever. But the point is, we got to get moving. We got to act on momentum. We got to run while we have time. We got to do the works of the Lord while it is day. For when night cometh, no man can work. John 9:4. Then verse 23, it says that she said, it shall be well. So you got to still work. You got to do what is commanded for you to do, but you have to speak life. It shall be well. All is well. Even though her son was dead. And then verse 24, Then she sat on an ass and said to her servant, drive and go forward, slack not. This is what we're to do today. Go forward in the things of the Lord that he has called you to do. Do not slack, do not sloth, do not wait, because it's serious out here in Chicago, all over the world. We have to do what God has told us to do. What do you got to say about that song?
Nothing.
Listen, well, while we're speaking life, because today is the 18th, we would go to Psalms 18. We will call upon the Lord, so shall we be saved from all the enemy situations, all that is pulling us down. Because the Lord is our rock and our fortress, our deliverer, our God, our strength. We can do all things. In our distress, we got to call upon the Lord, and he will hear us and out of the voice of his temple. But we have to be, this is what happened. The man of God brought life back to that son. He breathed life into his mouth. He breathed life into his hands. And he put himself on top of the boy. And he was eye to eye. Listen, it is important what we look at, what we see, especially in those dead situations, what we speak and what we put our hands to do. Let's make sure that we are productive so that we can do the works of the Lord. And others, the next generation, so we'll be able to pass the baton to them. So they will be successful and they won't have dead situations where they're depressed and doubtful and can't do a thing. All right, have a wonderful day doing the works of the Lord and look up to him. He's your source. Good day.